Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. After having told about the principle of soul and the understanding and misunderstanding about this soul principle, we have to practice it in our life. Otherwise, it becomes only an information. Information gives you knowledge, and knowledge makes us erudite scholars. And we can create an illusion of wisdom in the society. The highest illusion is the illusion of wisdom. I know everything, I know everything. That is not enough. Therefore, in the Upanishad instructions, this is called as the Upadesha instruction, Tattvamasi. That far distant, that Lord, that Paramatma, that Brahman, that reality, Tat. Tvam, you. You are that. This is the instruction. Technically speaking, we are told that one is called as Tatpada Shodhanam, second is called as Tvam-pada Shodhanam. Now this word Shodhanam has a different meaning in these two contexts. When it comes to Tvam-pada Shodhanam, Tvam means you, Shodhanam means purification. First of all, we have to purify of all the impurities. And after we purify these impurities and reveal our absolute, immaculate, pure nature, then we will come to know it is the same, what is called as the infinite reality. So, in the meaning of Tat-pada Shodhanam, there the meaning of the Tat is that. Now what is that? How can the finite know the infinite? See? How can the wave know the ocean? See? This is the riddle. So we are told that there are two types of spiritual practices 24/7 to be practiced by a seeker. First is Tvam-pada Shodhanam, application of the principle of Vedanta, that you are not the body, you are not prana, you are not mind, you are not intellect, you are not influenced by any limitations, that you are. It's Tvam-pada Shodhanam. So if I am not body, this I have to practice. What does it mean? So we have to search the symptoms. What will happen if I am not the body? See? I am not this mic. What does it mean? If somebody is hanging something on this mic, it is not a weight on me. If somebody is throwing the mic away, I am not thrown anywhere. In the same manner, all that is happening to the body doesn't belong to me. But you know, when there is a pain, how can you say, yeah, there is a pain, but we become painful by our choice. See, Let us not have the wrong notion. Spiritual realization means even if it is cold, you don't feel cold. Even if it is hot, you don't feel hot. That is not the meaning. Everything will be experienced as it is. But earlier, when it was cold, we were becoming cold and we were complaining and frustrating and becoming angry. When the miseries come, we become miserable. When the good things happen, we start jumping out of our skin. No. Meaning, all experiences will continue to happen as they are. But no experiencer will be born. Like, miseries are common for everyone. But those who have chosen not to be miserable when the miseries come, he is practicing that I am someone other than the body. So when we say, I am old, here the meaning of the word I is body. When I say I am hungry, here the meaning of the word I is pranamaya kosh. When I say I am miserable, here the meaning of I is the mind. When I say I am a self-made man, here the meaning of I is the vijnanamaya kosh, I, ego. And when I say I am to Baba, happy-go-lucky, meaning is Anandamaya Kosh. And not only that, then I am husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, in-laws, outlaws. Inside, we are not one, we are a crowd. Now out of that crowd, what is the real one? And when we start inquiring, we come to know that all this crowd is born only after identification. So when the body is the one with which identification happens, then this gross world comes into existence, all relations are born, all possessions become valuable, only after body identification. So if we are practicing that I am someone other than the body, what it means possessions and relations and achievements and failures in the world will not have that impact on us as it used to be earlier. Things will start happening. Joy will come, sorrow will come, but now you have learned the art of not getting identified with that. That is Tvam-pada Shodhanam, purification of the self. Then it comes to Tat-pada Shodhanam. Now seek, their Shodhana means searching. Now seek the divine. See, when we see something as holy, we don't indulge for enjoyment, but we surrender with reverence. For example, you must have gone to some temples, and in the temples are made out of stones. The walls are stone, the windows are stone, then the pillars are stone, the flooring is stone, the various decorative pieces are stone. And you go to a Shiva temple, then in the middle there is a Nandi, a bull made out of stone. So when everything is stone, and when we see the bull, there is no place to sit. So we go and sit on the bull or what? Because now that stone, that bull, is not looked upon as a bull, but it is an altar of reverence. Then we go still further, and there is a Shivalinga, is also made out of stone. And suppose you want to put something, is far away. We don't step on the Shivalinga and climb. Why? Because in that stone, we are suspecting divinity. We are not discovered. We are suspecting. This is the process of Tvam-pada Shodhanam. Start suspecting divine presence in everything and being. When we start suspecting divine presence in everything and being, the net result will be we will stop our habit of indulgence. See what a change it makes. So our vision has to change. This change in the vision is the path of upasana or devotion. And when we respect and revere somebody, we serve. See? Love is different. Respect and reverence is different. We love our dog also. No, Swami, you don't know anything. We love dog also. No, we love dog only. Not also. See, those who refuse to love God, they love dogs. See, spelling change. Urdu way. See, therefore, we have to find an excuse that we are able to see the divine everywhere. In the 7th chapter of Gita, Bhagavan says, Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya durittaya mam eva ye prapadyanti mayam etam tarantite. Don't try to conquer me. I'll confuse you sufficiently. Then simply surrender unto me. Mam eva ye prapadyanti. Now what is the meaning of surrender to the God? See friends, it is not all the time going and holding somebody's feet or somebody's head. No. Surrender to the God means this principle. All that is happening in my life is specially designed for my evolution. Like the sun cannot give darkness, in the same manner, every event that happens in our life is God's grace. The superficial devotees are those, when everything happens according to their choice, they say, oh, by God's grace, everything went all. But if something goes bad, in that also, there is God's grace. This we don't recognize. See, friends, now once we take this attitude towards life, everything is God's grace, what is the net result? We will be always in tune with the divine. We'll rise above likes and dislikes. So our whole life will be guided in this intoxication of divine remembrance every moment. See? And it is for this purpose, Bhagavad Gita, what we are studying, 15th chapter, gives us the altars where to seek God. Therefore, first, Tvam-pada Shodhanam, we were told, stop blaming the world for your miseries. You are squarely responsible for that. But I have not done anything bad to anybody, not in this life, in the last life you have done bad. Okay, that means when this body was not there, even then I was there. Yes, in the last life you were mischievous. Then I am the embodied someone other than the body. First step. Second step. Now if I am someone other than the body, then who am I? There we practice Vedanta. See? And in that we come to know that life is a manifestation. It is not individuality. But normally what happens? This Vedantic knowledge we apply on others. See? I'll tell you an example. There was a friend of mine. Actually, he became friend afterwards. Earlier he was unknown to me. One elderly gentleman took me to him. And that person, he was a very great doctor. He was the president of the All India Medical Science Association, etc. He had a heart attack. And he was operated and survived. So my friend took me to bless him. So he said, I don't believe in these Swamis and gods and all that. I believe in karma. He said, don't worry, this Swami is little abnormal. He doesn't care for you. Don't worry. He doesn't want anything from you. Then after having gone, just to lighten his mood, I told him, I said, hey doctor, congratulations. He was surprised. Heart attack, what congratulations? I said, you had a heart attack, I heard, therefore congratulations. What is there to congratulate? I said, because you have a heart. Therefore congratulations, you had a heart attack. If you don't have a heart, you can't have a heart attack. Hey, I only laugh. He didn't laugh. Then, after a month or two, he happened to come and meet me. And I was, those days, tossing on the bed because of the migraine. Migraine, half headache, very killing experience. So he came that time. I said, please come after 2 hours. Now I am having that attack. After 2 hours I should be okay. Then you talk to me. Please go now. I am not going. I said, come on, don't play fool. I am really suffering. He said, congratulations. I told him, you are having fun and I am suffering. He said, do you remember what you told me? When I had a heart attack, you congratulated me. I said, so, but now what is happening? I congratulate because you have got a head, therefore you have got a headache. Now tell me. I said, look here. Heart was yours, head is mine. We apply Vedantic knowledge on others, but as regard we are concerned, no, it's okay. Tomorrow I will not get up late, I will get up early. See, we have to practice Vedanta on ourselves. And with the world, love, devotion, understanding, surrender, service. These are the two techniques. If we clearly want to come to recognize ourselves, we have to undress ourselves. See? One by one, remove all this garbage. And to achieve this, the support is the devotion. See? Otherwise you will see, there are many people, they are very well read, but they are only erudite scholars. Erudition and scholarship has nothing to do with knowing the truth. And therefore, we want to convert the information into conviction and conviction into experience. It is for this purpose, now Bhagavad Gita tells us, the God we talk about. Now start seeing God, and for that training is given. So the teacher starts, Yada adityagatam tejo jagat bhasete khilam yachandramasi yachagno tat tejo viddhimamakam gama vishyacha bhutani dharayamya mojasa pushnami chaushadi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha aham vaishvanaro bhutva praninam deham ashritaha pranapana samayuktaha pachamyannam chaturvidham. Now the Lord is giving His addresses. Now see the God's presence, where yad adityagatam tejaha, the light and the energy and the brightness that we experience in the sun, that is me. No, but Swamiji, I don't wake up early morning. So then I can't have his darshan. Yet Chandramasi, the cool, beautiful, soothing light of the moon, that is me. But today, the no moon night, I can't see anything. You are really a genius, lazy. Then, Yacha Agnau, that which is in the fire, because of which the fire is hot, that is me. So how many places you can think of God? Now if you were to start step by step, what will be the first spiritual practice? If you have to see the moon in the sun in the morning, you will have to get up early in the morning. If you have to get up early in the morning, you have to go to sleep early in the earlier night. If you go to sleep earlier, you will stop watching all those nonsense TV shows. Then the mind will be freed from the garbage that is added to our head. All news of politics throughout the world, we can do nothing about it except wasted our time, energy and possibility of evolution. This world has always been like this. Don't get carried away by anything. But we get carried away by that. So to stop that, if we decide that I have to begin my day early morning, 4 o'clock, naturally you will go to sleep earlier. All unwanted exposure to the mind is avoided. But the night we keep on watching all useless things, all horrible things. See? The ghost and the psycho and who like that. See? And with that thing you go to sleep, and whole sleep you are so frightened. Your own heavy hand is on your chest. I think that ghost has come. And then you come to know you are the ghost. And if your sleep is not good, your day cannot be good. I'll tell you one healthy symptom of a spiritual seeker. Two things. Number one, good sleep. Number two, good digestion. He who has got digestion problem and sleep problem, he is not normal. Spiritual health is having these two symptoms. Sleep is no more issue. Swamiji, I don't have issue. Even in the satsang I can sleep. To enter the sleep and to come out of the sleep must be with our freedom. You will see most of the people have the alarm. And with the alarm, we wake up. Can't we have that much confidence that we can get up? Without alarm, we can't. See? You try this technique. When you go to sleep, you tell your pillow, morning, 5 o'clock, I have to wake up and go to sleep. Without any difficulty, you will wake up in the 5 o'clock in the morning. See? So, in this manner, if we start with respecting the sun, our day will become very early. And that is the time when we are at our best. Because in the deep sleep, we were nobody. So we extend the status of nobody before jumping into this world and becoming somebody. This is one very important spiritual practice. So in the morning when you get up, finish your morning ABCD, math, etc. Have a cup of tea if you need, then sit. And only this practice. Remain as nobody. Because whole night we were nobody, practicing the continuation of nobody becomes easy. If you become mother, father, officer, subordinate, somebody, and then sit for meditation. So what is mother's meditation? Applying butter to the toast. See? Because you have become somebody. What will be the husband's meditation? Who will be the altar in front of the husband in meditation? Belna Devi. goddess with that rolling rod in hand. Utto. See, friends. Therefore, before becoming anybody, we start worshipping Lord Sun. Yadadityagatam tejaha jagad bhasayate kilam. Then at night, Yat Chandramasi. Then Yach Agnau. Now these three principles which I told you. Sun is presiding deity of the eyes. Therefore, all sense organs. So whatever we are consuming through the sense organs, offer it as an oblation to the Lord. See? Not for enjoyment, but for offering. Like, I avoid taking sweets. So there are people so smart, when they know I don't want to eat sweets, they say, Swamiji, this is prasad from some temple. See? So that we should eat it. So when somebody gives prasad, I can't say no, I have to eat it. In the same manner, when you look at the world and see the divine presence in and through all the experiences, our attitude will not be that of enjoyment, but that is of reverential acceptance. Change will happen inside. Yada nityagatam tejo jagat bhasayate khilam yat chandramasi yat agnau. Agni is presiding deity of the speech. Speech is organ of action. So let all the actions of our life be in the form of service. The principle is, whatever we do in our life, nobody needs it. It is our need that we do anything in life. If we have that arrogance that I am doing it for somebody, forget about it, nobody needs us. And when it is our need and we do, there will be humility. Like in the morning we only go for a walk. Do you think the garden needs us? It's our need that we go for a walk. When we take food, is it the food is needing us? Our need to eat food. Similarly, I am talking to you. I am very clear, you don't need me. Because when I talk, it is called as the loud thinking. And here, many times, I get such visions, which normally I would not. Then you discover or develop one faculty in and through every experience. You start getting message of the divine. Every experience. One example I'll give you. One day, I was opposite Shivananda Ashram in Rishikesh and watching Ganges. There were some people also. They said, Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, imagine what I am seeing. So just to keep somebody busy. He said, Swamiji, you are seeing the Ganges and so many people and some lamps are kept in the puja and that's all. I said, no, this is all. I said, no, I am not seeing that. I am seeing the flow of the waters. That's what I said. I said, no, you said Ganges. I am not talking about Ganges. I am saying the flow of the water. Okay. Now I am seeing there are two flows. One is a unidirectional flow, starting from Gangotri, going to Ganga Sagar in one direction. Then in between there are whirlpools. And in those whirlpools, there is a centripetal movement of the water. Oh, I said, what? Oh, you have not seen that, or else you would have told me. Further, when some insect or wooden stick or anybody or anything comes in the general flow of waters, if it happens to meet that whirlpool, it will be sucked and pulled down. It will suffocate. But it won't remain there all the time. Then again it will be thrown out. No logic, no reason. And again it starts flowing in the same unidirectional flow. He said, so what? I said, is it not our life? From the womb to the tomb, unidirectional flow of life. And then in between, there is a whirlpool of body identification. We are pulled down in the body identification. We suffer, we suffocate. Thereafter, for no reason, we just get out of it. Deep sleep. Life continues. Hair grow, nail grow, age grows, metabolism continues, digestion continues, life continues. Again, after some time, there is body identification. Again, we are pulled down. We suffer, we suffocate. Again, we get out of this whirlpool of body identification. It goes on and on and on and on. Now, what more wisdom you want by looking at the river? Be attentive. Only in the moving waters, the whirlpools appear. If the water is in a lake, steady lake, no whirlpools. In the same manner, as long as the mind flows, there is body identification. Stop the mind. The moment you stop the mind, there is no concept of time, past, present and future. And past, present and future belongs to the body, not to me. When this vision is developed, then we have understood these mantras. Yadadityagatam tejo jagat bhasayate khilam yat chandramasi achagno tat tejo viddhimamakam. So everywhere in this world, there is nothing but Paramatma. Oh, the sun is so long distant, moon is also far away, but the lighter is in your pocket, is it not? So the God is coming closer and closer. Earlier he was sun and then moon, then the lighter. Not only in your pocket, but he is in your stomach. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. I am the digestion power, because of whom digestion is happening. A dead body doesn't have constipation. See? How simple. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashrita. Then Prana Apana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. I digest the 4 types of foods by the proper metabolism and digestion. 4 types of food, yes. What 4 types of food? Carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and whatever is horrible, organic. Oh, God knew this thing. Of course He knows. 4 types of foods are told in our scripture technically. That which is beaten and eaten, chewed. Second is that which is drunk, juice. Third is that which is leaked. See? And fourth is that which is squeezed. Like, you take a sugar cane piece, put in the mouth, and being an ideal Indian, throw anywhere. Here people will gather all the garbage in the... See, their all purses are full of garbage. See? So the 4 types of foods are digested by me. Now see, we started from the sun and the Lord has come in our stomach. Now if we become aware of His presence, then how much trouble we are giving Him. Keep on eating, he poor fellow gets tired totally. Oh God, his fellow is training too much. I think now he stopped. He is feeling a little relieved. Suddenly 1 kilogram of ice cream, dumb. Oh God, again it is coming. Again he has to start. Give him some rest. If you become aware of this, there will be natural control over eating. Now this all practice is only live in awareness. Don't lead a life mechanical. And after having come in the stomach, now the teacher says, in between there must be one slope. That is, he enters the earth and supports the various kinds of foods. See? Gama vishyacha bhutani dharayamyaham ojasa pushnami choshadi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. I enter the earth and by my ojas I support all the vegetations and give the hunger, satiation, power in all the vegetations. Somo bhutva rasatmakaha. So the food that we eat and the nutrition that we have through the food is none other than Paramatma. In this manner, slowly, slowly the Lord has entered our stomach. Now He is entering our heart. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaisya sarvai ahameva vedyaha vedanta krut veda videva chaham. I told you probably yesterday, day before yesterday. Essence of the Vedas are called as Upanishad. Essence of the Upanishad is called as Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Bhagavad Gita is called as the 15th chapter. Essence of the 15th chapter is called as the 15th shloka. Essence of the 15th shloka is the 3rd line. Vedaisya sarvai aham eva vedyaha. All the scriptures, all the Vedas are meant only for this. What is worthy of knowing in life is this aham. Who is this aham? What is this aham? Bhagavan therefore says, Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishta. I am the heart of everything and being. Meaning, without me nothing can exist. So I am the existence in this world. We all know existence of mic, existence of a person, existence of heat, existence of politics. We are not talking existence of. We are talking existence itself. And this existence is common. And this existence is not opposed to anything. See? The day is opposed in night. The heat is opposed in the cold. Joy is opposed in the sorrows. But this is not that existence. This is unopposed, supports everything. See, friends. And therefore, it is not existence of the day, existence of the night, but it is the existence wherein day and night come and go. Childhood and teenage has come and gone. Health and disease have changed. But this existence is eternal. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha. Kathopanishad says, the truth has to be recognized only as existence, only as being. Knowing cannot be without being. If knowing is not being, then it is only a mental understanding. I know this is a mic, but I am not the mic. This experience is happening at the mind level. But I am, and how know I am? Do I know myself as I am not I? No. This recognition of one's presence does not require any means of knowledge. How do I know myself? Through the eyes or nose or tongue? How do I know myself? By the feeling with the mind? How do I know myself by the conceptual eye? No. Our presence is without any means of knowledge involved in operation. If colors and forms are to be seen, eyes are essential. If sounds are to be heard, the ears are essential. But to be, nothing is required. Because being is knowing, and knowing is being. And therefore, there is nobody who is self-realized. In self-realization, there is nobody left. There is only self-realization. And that is why great masters don't have the ego of realization. Because in realization, there cannot be any ego. See? Therefore, Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha, I am the very heart of everything and being. And next verse the teacher says, Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha, four things. Mattaha, because of me alone, the jnanam, waking experiences are possible. Smriti, dream experiences are possible. Apohanam, deep sleep experience is possible. Chakarat, samadhi is possible. Be very attentive, it's a very deep subject. Like in the space, clouds come, dark clouds, make lot of noise and torrential rains and go away. Nothing happens to the space. Then the white clouds come, make only noise, no rains, nothing happens to the space. Then night comes, utter darkness. Because of the darkness, nothing happens to the space. And then there is a samadhi. Aha! Cloud-free blue sky. That doesn't make the space holy. All these things are happening in the space. Exactly the way, same way. The waking experience comes, makes a lot of noise, a huge torrential rains, but nothing happened to me, the Chidakasha, the conscious space. Then the dream clouds come. Beautiful or bad dreams come and go. Nothing happens to me, the conscious space. Then the deep sleep of utter ignorance and darkness comes and goes. I continue to be as I am. Then the samadhi happens and it breaks. Neither anything happened to me nor have I broken. This conscious space, Chidakasha, is the real meaning of Aham. Aham means that which cannot be destroyed. Means not. Ham means Hananam, destruction. Aham, I cannot be destroyed. that which cannot be destroyed has to be unborn. Unborn means that which has no beginning. See, that which is without the beginning and without end is Paramatma. That which is without the beginning but can end is ignorance. Ignorance also doesn't have beginning. Since how long you don't know English? Oh, I don't know. I never had it. So ignorance also is beginningless, but it ends. But the self that we are has no beginning, no end. This I, Vedaisha Sarvai, Aham Eva Vedyaha. Vedyaha means worthy of knowing. Sarvaihi Vedaihi. All Vedas or scriptures are essentially directed towards this. See, friends, therefore, when we talk about spirituality, we have to rise above the religion, we have to rise above the philosophy, and then practice what is the philosophy on which the religion and the spirituality is established. I told you what is the philosophy. First day itself, Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, Sarve santu niramayaha, Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkham apnuyat. Let everybody live and let they be lived. Let nobody cheat each other nor get cheated by anybody. Let everybody be happy and nobody should be made miserable by anybody. Meaning, in and through this creation, let only divinity manifest. That is the goal. That is the foundation. That is the philosophy. But if our philosophy is destroy others and enjoy yourself, then the religion will be different. The practice will be different. See, friends, in this manner, when we are clear about what is the meaning of spiritual practice, the two aspects, one aspect is Tvam-pada Shodhanam. First of all, come to recognize that the body is in the prana, the body and the prana are in the mind, the body, prana and the mind, they are in the I, the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the four of them are in the Anandamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha is expression of the divine in the body as life, and from the life comes the cloud of mind, and the mind covers the life. And thus, we start living only at the mind level. If we can learn how to mind the mind and transcend the mind, then we come to the life level. And then we come to know that it is only one reality which is expressing in and through the total creation. It is for this purpose that our philosophy must be very clear. Then only religious practice will support the philosophy on which we stand. And then that will be practice. That practice of that philosophy is called as spiritual life. Now take for example, the philosophy of yoga is Sankhya. On the basis of the Sankhya philosophy, Yoga Shastra is developed. And according to Sankhya philosophy, the Ishvara, the God, the Jiva, they are separate from each other. And there is one soul per body. According to Sankhya and according to Yoga, there is one soul per body. So what will be the net result? Net result will be, I am Guru, you are disciple. I am a teacher, you are a student. and an I will be always maintained. Be attentive. Vedanta tells us not freedom for I, but freedom from I. We have to get freedom from this I. If not, we'll be spending our whole life only in the Prakriti or the matter. And all the things which are in Prakriti or the matter, that will become our achievement. And friends, it can never lead to fulfillment in life. See, fulfillment can come only when we discover our essential nature. And this essential nature is covered by our acquired nature. See, like sweetness is the essential nature of sugar. Acquired nature is, it could be cube, it could be powder, it could be crystals, it could be small pieces, it could be a syrup. These are all acquired nature. They are not necessary. But if necessary, it has to be sweet. Exactly. All the acquired natures, they cover our essential nature. So, the body identification, acquired nature, it covers our essential nature. What is essential nature? Neither born, nor grows, nor dies. What is the body's nature? Is born, grows and dies. Thereafter, our whole life is lived under the coverage or the clouds of this acquired nature. And this is how the real spiritual practice is. Go beyond the acquired nature. It is not necessary. Like cigarette smoking. Nobody is born with a cigarette in the mouth and a lighter in the hand. But then we acquire it. And after some time, we just can't live without it. Exactly the same way, we have acquired that I am the body. But if we analyze our own experiences, we come to know that we continue to exist even when we are not identified with the body. Like in the dream, like in the deep sleep, like in the samadhi. So our existence is not dependent on the body identification. But you will see, according to yoga, the two things they always tell, that you will be having the healthy body and long life. For what? No, I want to get, this Tesla. It's the latest car. For what? Where you have to go? Nowhere. Then why do you want it? See, when I was in the US, so one of my friend, he took me in his new Tesla car. He said, Swami, how do you like the car? I said, what is there to like in the car? There are 4 wheels in it driving. He said, okay. Don't know, this Tesla. So what? It runs only on electric charge, no petrol. And in one charge, it can go 300 miles. But where you have to reach? Nowhere. So why do you have the car? To have a good car cannot be the goal of life. Think. To have a healthy body cannot be the goal of life. Where you have to go? Nowhere. But we have a car. And this happens only because the foundation is that there is one soul per body and Sharira Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. They say that the first means of Dharma is body, body, body. So whole life spent only on that. So the teacher says here, yes, body is required, but body is the means. It is not the goal of life. Goal of life is Vedaisha Sarvai Ahameva Vidya. Come to discover your essential divine nature. And whatever long may be your life, it doesn't matter. Some of you might have heard, there was a great Hatha Yogi and a great wise man in India. 700 years before Christ. He lived for 1400 years. He was that time in Maharashtra, and he heard the greatness of Santa Ganeshwar. Santa Ganeshwar was somewhere in the 7th century. Therefore, he was 1400 years before Christ, 700 years before Christ. And when he heard the glory and greatness of Santa Ganeshwar, he thought that I should write him something. What to write, what to write. He could not decide what to write. Finally, he sent him a blank paper as a letter. On that blank paper, Santa Ganeshwar has written him the instruction, Tattvamasi, you are divine. When he got the letter, he came back and he wanted to accept Ganeshwar, a 14-year child, as a guru for the 14 years, that time Ganeshwar was about 18 years. 18 years child as the guru of the 1400 years old man. So when he came, Santa Ganeshwar said, sorry, I cannot be your guru. My sister will be your guru. And his sister Muktabai, she was 14 years old. So he went to her. And what she was telling him. One day, she was in her room, and not a very pakka kind of room, only thatched, some grass fixed together, very poverty and no great things. And she was taking bath without clothes in her bathroom with water in a container and taking bath. That time the disciple, 1400 years, he comes to take some instruction from the Guru. And the moment he sees her complete naked, immediately Krishna, 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 Shiva, 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 Shiva. So she laughs. She said, why are you feeling like that? Then she asked him a question. When you see a cow or a goat without clothes, do you feel any bad? Why are you feeling bad when you are looking at my body? Then she says, your body identification is still intact. Till that goes away, all what you have done is only a garbage. See, it is not a cooked story, it is historical. Therefore, again and again, I am shamelessly repeating, the real spiritual practice is, we have to get rid of this body identification. Body is acquired by us. First we acquired a baby body. We got bored of it. We threw it away. Then we acquired a teenage body. That we have thrown. Then we acquired a middle-aged body. That also became old. Now this is old body. Throw it away. When these three bodies have disappeared, what happened to us? Nothing. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhirastatra namuyati. Like so many bodies have come and gone, we were not deluded or frustrated. Wise men are therefore never deluded or frustrated when the old body also drops. Continue to be. This eternal presence is Vedaischa sarvi aham eva vidyaha. What is this aham? Is this? It is neither born, nor grows, nor dies, nor is absence. Gita alone has the courage to tell, apichedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakruttamaha sarvam jnanaplavenaiva vrijinam samtarishyasi. Even if you have committed the most disgusting sins in your life, Never mind. Take to this understanding, wisdom, and discover your own divinity. At this moment, if you observe, we have no thought that we are a body, man, woman, young, old, mother, father, sister. All these things are meaningless. Abiding in this, play the game of life. And the best part is, this is not an achievement. This is our essential nature. The real spiritual life is not achieving anything, but losing all foolishness. In fact, it is a loss, not a gain. Loss of unwanted things. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari